There are many factors that play a role in one's longevity when it comes to living a long and healthy life. Your environment and the stimuli you place upon yourself will be a large determining factor in how long it is that you live for. That being said, there is no denying death. Memento mori after all. But in today's video, I want to go over a few different techniques that we can utilize to sway the odds in our favor to live a longer and healthier life. If you're new around here, my name is Mark, and this is a channel that is dedicated to health and lifestyle optimization. It's where we take the latest tips, techniques, and trends, and we apply them in a way to improve our life and overall health. If that is something that you are interested in, then consider subscribing to the channel for more future content similar to this. Now, when it comes to living a long and healthy life, probably one of the most important, if not the most important things that you can do, first and foremost, is optimize your environment. Your environment is going to be a large determinant of how you are and who you are as a person. As the saying goes, you are the sum average of the 4 to 5 people that you hang out with most. So making sure that the people in your life, as well as the physical environment that you surround yourself with, needs to be aligned with what it is that you wish to achieve. And this doesn't just relate to health as well. This can relate to your relationship with yourself, relationship to others, as well as things that you may just want to accomplish in your life. Now, this isn't something that is easy to do. It requires us to look in the mirror and ask some pretty difficult questions of ourselves. It also requires us to take responsibility and accountability for our actions and what it is that we want to do with our life. Probably one of the toughest things that we can do as individuals is make ourselves the CEO of our own life. Rather than someone dictating life on their terms, we decide to dictate it on ours. This is a scary and often fearful step to take forward. But if we can have the courage to take that step forward, we can start to look at the world and our life in a more objective way. And what you might find is by doing so, you can get to what it is that you want to become a lot easier and a lot quicker. So when I say optimize your environment, that doesn't only mean optimizing the physical environment around you. It requires you to look within in yourself and ask those hard questions. And then more importantly, take action around those questions that you have asked. The second thing that we can do to enhance our longevity and health is to learn how to manage our stress. Now, I've already filmed a video on how to breathe properly, as well as a device that I use called HeartMath on how to actually downregulate your stress. So I'll link both of those to this video below and you can check those out. But the short and sweet of it is you need to learn how to manage your stress almost on command. Life is constantly blitzing us with all sorts of different stimuli, and how you respond to that stimuli and the stress response that you have associated to it is going to really create a compounding effect of your internal physiological longevity. Now, stress isn't always a bad thing. We do have these internal mechanisms for a reason. And it's important that we utilize these stressors when it's needed, but we also need to know how to downregulate ourselves out of that so we're not chronically in a stress state. It's the culmination and compounding of these stressful mechanisms that impact us over a decade's time that end up leading to disease and ultimately just health problems later on in life. So check out those videos on the breathing techniques as well as the HeartMath to see if you can start to regulate your stress response almost on demand on a day-to-day basis. It's one of the most powerful tools that you can carry on your tool belt, and it's a very important one to utilize when it comes to the world that we live in nowadays. Outside of the breathing and the HeartMath, I would suggest getting in nature, much like I am right now. Getting outside, getting yourself immersed in the elements, and just taking a step away from the craziness of life is a great way to just downregulate your stress, but also return you back to a mean. Think if my life is constant up and down, as it is through just the natural ebb and flow, think about ways in which you can go about returning yourself back down to that more calm and restorative state. Instead of always revving up here with these kind of fast wavelengths, how can I slowly bring myself down to get more of an equilibrium on the up and down swings? And really, it's going to be up to you to find the things that relieve stress so that you can manage it better on a day-to-day basis. The third technique to improving your health and longevity is to move your body, and try to move your body to some capacity every single day. It doesn't have to be an hour, a 2-hour workout. It could be something as simple as a 10 to 15 minute movement routine. I have another video on this called My Morning Movement Practice, which I will also link below for you to check out. And it's the movement practice that I go through every morning. It takes me about 5 to 10 minutes. And it's a great way for me to rehydrate my body, as well as just make sure that I'm moving my joints in a way that is relevant each day. Moving your joints in a relevant way is extremely important. It's going to offset things like arthritis, it's going to promote injury prevention, and it's also just going to help with keeping the body limber and dynamic. So if anything happens that we may not be expecting, say take a slip down a hill or down a set of stairs, my body has at least some adaptability to that type of motion, which will then lead to a more optimal response in that reactive fashion. I probably don't have to go on a rant in regards to exercise, as I'm sure you're aware of a lot of the benefits already, but try to get in at least 3 to 4 structured exercise routines throughout the course of the week. This should complement your daily movement practice, and it should work alongside that. It's a way that you can follow up your daily movement routine, say using the daily movement practice as a warm-up, and then transitioning into a structured exercise routine. I'm going to be going over more exercise content in the future, so be on the lookout for that, as that can offer just a more streamlined process for you to follow along with in terms of that structure and exercise. The fourth technique to improving your health span is to create meaningful relationships. Now, I'm a huge fan of solitude and being alone. I really enjoy doing things on my own. And solitude is a good thing. It offers insight, perspective, and it allows you a period of time to really work on yourself. But what is all that work if you're not sharing it with other people? The idea is for you to work on yourself so that you can enhance the people that are around you. Now, this doesn't mean to say that you have to compromise with who it is that you're hanging out with, or hang out with people who aren't aligned with your vision or your values. But the intention here is that we surround ourselves with like-minded individuals who may have similar core values, but not the exact same vision it is that we wish to achieve in our life. This way you're getting different perspectives, insights, and just different approaches to how it is that you can look at your own life. It's easy to get caught up in our own way of doing things and operating from our own current paradigm. But the way in which you level up your own life is by surrounding yourself with people who you think are already on another level, or looking for people out there who you want to be like. By looking at other people, it's a great way for you to experiment with how other people go about their life and see if there's a way that you can implement it in your own way that might align with it. And this is a constant experimentation process. We're all different people at the end of the day. So you're gonna have to take some things in, let some things go, because you're not gonna be able to do everything. But the idea is you take on more of what is genuine to who you are as a person, work on yourself by applying those things, and then take that and work on it with the people around you. This is how you can create a community of like-minded people, much like yourself, and how you can ultimately grow as a person. So take these techniques, take what works for you. You don't even have to take all of it. Some of it might align, some of it not, and that's cool. I more or less just want to try to convey some things that I have found worked for me and see if they align with you in any way. If anything that I have said so far does align and you want more content around health and lifestyle optimization, then like this video, as that does just help the YouTube algorithm let me and YouTube know that this is something that is worthwhile. And if you want to share this with someone who you might find value in it, that would help me out a lot as well. And don't forget to subscribe for more content similar to this in the future. And as always, make sure that you are prioritizing for you, and then you are optimizing. Take care. Until next time. Peace.